Bing, we'll go ahead and record it. Good morning. This is the Life Motivation. We are the entrepreneurs from across the world that have come in here each day. And what did we do? We shifted our life. We shifted our life to have something better within us, within our life, because we found out how to give a better balance in all areas, not just the focus on work and just or the focus on family or just the focus on just, things that weren't putting us in a prudent state, a moving to something better within us. We get in here and a lot of us have started an online business, or we have started a brick and mortar business, or we started something more for our own life as entrepreneurs because we got tired of hitting the time clock. We had that line in the moment sand, or that blood pressure level got up too high, or whatever it was. We had to change life in general, whether it was the health aspect or we're just tired of our jobs that we've had for so long that is going nowhere. With that happening right there each day, we're having to do something different within our life to make the financial means. And a lot of days as an entrepreneur, you grind, you grind, you grind, you grind, you grind. We grind 7 days a week. Why? Because that's our hustle. But some days, lucky for us, on a Wednesday, we can take that moment and have a better balance to get us reconnected. Like yesterday, I went fishing with my son. Spent the entire day in an area that had no cell phone service, which made it the best time for me. Did we catch any fish? Yes, we caught fish. Did we catch any to bring home? No. They were all too small. But yet we were consistently catching fish, making memories, having smiles, laughter, and good conversation. So that right there put me in a better balance to come back and enjoy my life of what I have going on right here, knowing that I can go out and still have fun and do things in life that make me happy. Are you waking up each day and doing things that are making you happy? Are you excited to get out of bed each day? A lot of us, we go out and we do things within life. You go riding a bike, your Harley Davidson. Is that fun to you? Yes. That is an awesome fun to a lot of people. That is your getaway. That is your breakaway from life, reality, and you can just let the wind blow through your hair, look at the sky levels and everything like that, and it's just a beautiful time. What did you do? You got reconnected during that time frame. The same thing that I did yesterday as I was fishing on the river. I got reconnected. So even if you go to your local park, let's say you can't go travel anywhere, you don't have the Harley or whatever. You got a vehicle, roll the windows down. You don't even have to turn on the radio. You can cruise down the back roads and go see something different. Go see a different view today. Don't get on the interstate. Go take the back roads. And if you don't have a car and you can't do that, then guess what? Take a bike to your local state park. Right down the road, there might be a neighborhood park that you've never even been to. That right there, you can go out and get a better balance and get a better connection back into life, to know that you can have that happiness, to take a blanket and a picnic basket and go sit out by the river and watch the fish jump out the water.
You do the Yogi Bear thing on purpose, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm just making sure. I'm like, that's the second time I've heard him do that. Hey, boo-boo, we got the picnic in the basket.
Yes, I do. And we did yesterday. I made chicken salad sandwiches and had some pickles and chips and other snacks for us. And that's what we did. We enjoyed the day. We enjoyed the time. That is time that we will never get back, but it was priceless in everything that we did yesterday. The only thing that I had to pay for was gas and some earthworms. Wow. And to be able to go have that much fun like we did yesterday and not have to worry about life. I didn't put one thought process to my business. I didn't put one thought process to anything else except where we were at in that moment. When we get so wrapped up within our life sometimes, guys, we forget how precious we truly are, how precious our time truly is, how precious the ideas and the things that we're doing with someone during that fellowship right there, how precious it could be to that person as well. That time spent yesterday with my son is something that we will never be able to get back, but it is something that is etched within our head for the rest of our life. The memories that we made yesterday is what I want all of you to start doing. Yes, the affirmations are awesome, saying those powerful words to yourself each day, but are you living those affirmations? Are you taking those powerful words and actually implementing them into your life on a day-to-day basis? Through every situation that may be thrown at you, you still have to take those power affirmation words and utilize them, no matter what comes up in life. Every day, every day, every day. And I'm going to say that one more time. Every day. These are practices that you need to do within your life to get you into a better flow, a better happiness, and a better love connection with your own self. Because if you can't connect with your own self of that love, then you will never be able to understand that true happiness that you have, possess, and can have every day. Because we have been programmed for so long to worry about the situations, because that's the way we was wired. Worried about the outcome of what's going to happen if I do this, instead of looking at the happy feeling of what's going to happen when you do this. We've been wired to look at the negative side of things instead of the positive emotions that could happen. Rewire your brains, guys. Look at the happy ending of everything that's going to happen. You can unfold the entire day of everything that you have planned and you're going to do. And if you haven't put the emotions to each task that you're taking care of, then that task is going to overtake you with things that you can't handle. As long as you are projecting out everything of what you want with that task and how it's going to end and how are you going to feel at the end of it. That right there, that feeling that you put to that one thought before you even started the task will make that task flow a whole lot better, a whole lot easier, with better knowledge and better creativity that will come to you to complete that task. You know, to see the situation and find the solution and not see a problem and find more problems. We're not looking for more problems of what ifs. We're looking at the better feeling of the outcome.
What do they say, Thomas? That negative people always find the negative in a positive situation?
Every day. They look for the bad in every outcome, in everything that's happening. They look at, the poor, pitiful me side. That's the stories that they've been telling themselves for so long. It's not the woe me anymore. It's the wow me is the person that I want you to look at. It's the wow, I completed that task with happiness and a smile. Wow, I had the physical abilities to be able to take care of that I thought I couldn't. But guess what? I did, and I accomplished. And now the words that are coming out of my mouth and everything that I do within life and saying, you know what? I can, and I will, and I am going to make this happen in my life because it is something that makes me feel good. And if you're doing things that make you feel good every day, then it will flow even better, even more happiness, even good smiles, even more love. And then guess what? More people with that same attitude and mindset will start surrounding you. And it's like, wow, where'd you come from? I've never had you in my life. No, you was always negative, so I didn't come around you. I have friends that I have lost within my life because of the attitude that I gave out, the negativity that I had within my life. And I've probably lost some good friends that probably could have nourished me to move myself into a better realm at that state. But guess what? I wasn't ready for at that time. I wasn't ready to receive. I wasn't ready to give my heart and my life to something bigger. And that's the power that I have within me. I wasn't able to harness it yet. I didn't understand it. If you don't understand the power that you have within and the things that you're able to do, then how are you going to be able to be a better version today? How are you going to be able to be the bigger man in every situation? Instead of a negative conversation that pops up, instead of interacting with that negative situation or that conversation, I know how to shift that conversation to better words. Did I before? Nope, not at all. But this has now been a practice that I've put in my life since 2000, since my life mentor that I started with back then to get myself into a better vibration, a better frequency, and a better level to get me out of the negative state that I was in that was going nowhere within my life. Ran with it for a long time and had happiness until disease, a cancer, took my life mentor. Then that right there threw me back into a turmoil of, oh, wow, now what am I going to do? And then when I found out that he wasn't my true lifeline, he was just a motivator. He was just someone that was inspiring me to do better each day. And then I was the one that was thinking that I needed him every day. I need you. You know, you got to be here for me. I'm going to slide back down if I don't have you here with me. And I did. But yet I had to rethink the process and understand that he's here within my heart. He's here within my mind. He has given me the words. He has given me the power to be able to move forward with my life. And that's when it turned back around. I met people like you right here within this meeting. I met people that started shifting my life with the power energy again. I met people that started uplifting me and telling me, you have something greater within. You have a source. You have something that people want to listen to. You have a positive outlook on things. You need to nourish that again. So I did. And here I am, inspiring others to do the best within themselves, inspiring others to be the best. You're not here to challenge anyone else. You're not here to take a race. You're not lining up on a racetrack with anyone else beside you. We're not in high school. We're not running the hurdles. We're not running the 40-meter dash or the 100-yard meter, whatever. We're not running that. This is life. And we want everyone to know that you are not in a race to go to the end.
Your only competition is the one in the person looking at you in the mirror.
That's it.
Right, Thomas.
And then within that competition, guess what? It's not a race to see how fast you can get to death. It's a race to see how much adventure you can go on, how much you can create within your life, how many people can you inspire, how much better can you do within your life that is going to resonate out for others to want to do better within themselves. You do not have to go out and change that person's life. All I had to do was start resonating better within me. Then I started resonating, then guess what? Others started feeling it. Others started understanding. Others started wanting to see how they could. Then guess what? All I did was started giving them the words that I started giving to myself and asking that person to give the words to yourself. I'm not asking you to go do anything for me. Everything that we ask for everybody to do within here every day is for you, to put you on that track that you want to be on, to be able to live that journey of excitement, adventure, creativity, happiness, smiles, love. That right there is a true path. That path right there is the one that I am walking, because he is with me every day to make sure that I am giving the best to me and I can give the better words to others as well. As long as I can uplift and inspire, I know that my smile is going to be here every day. I know the love in my heart is going to overflow every day, because that's the feeling that I give to my life daily and all through the day. And we're going to do it 365 days right here within this. And we're almost 8 months into it right now. This year, we're on the 7th month mark right now. We started this last year for our community. And now here it is to the world, bringing this message. And it's getting shared more and more and more each day. More people are coming to listen. More people are wanting to have better feelings within their life, and they don't know how. That's where we all come in right here, to give the words, to give the love. And what do I say every day at the end? It is a great day to have a great day. Bring the greatness out from within you. What do you got, Brother Julio? Let's hear it.
Well, Thomas, what's your, let me put some of what you were just talking about in a different perspective. I'm not you, you're not me. We didn't plan to have this conversation this morning. So like by working on yourself, by focusing on, positivity, by, changing that frame of mind, operating on a positive frequency versus a negative frequency, motivating, encouraging yourself, telling the person in the mirror, you love you, you're handsome, you're beautiful, whatever the case may be, affirming great things within yourself. By doing these things, Thomas said, I get myself to be there in the right frame of mind or in my heart and all these things. Well, when you begin to practice all of that, you gain all of those things. So it's not something that Thomas just magically comes up with every single morning. No, he's gotten himself there. I'm already there, and I got myself there because we put this into practice. We practice what we preach, ladies and gentlemen. We're not just telling you to do this in the morning time. You know, I'm a testimony that it works. I'm a testimony that if you practice positivity, I already had a good energy about me. Thank the Lord. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of the stuff that we've learned and we speak of in the morning times, I put that into practice. It's made a world of a difference in my day. It's made a world of a difference in my life. People, my family, my friends, my coworkers, my boss, the owner of the company. I mean, people I come in contact with on a daily basis, they've all told me, like, you're different, Julio. You just have this energy about you. You just, and before, people would every once in a while, but if I was in a funk, they wouldn't say that about me. Now people always say it. It's something that I'm hearing more and more, regularly, but we all can get there. And it's just about putting the things we tell you into practice. That's it. And slowly but surely, your heart will begin to change. Your heart will begin to change. What the hell do I mean by my heart is going to begin to change? Your heart will begin to change because your outlook on life will begin to change. How you view people, places, situations. When you wake up in the morning, you're not going to have the same runty, grumbling, mumbling attitude. You're going to have a different perspective and go, you know what? Instead of starting my day with I have to go to work I'm just going to start my day off with a thank you. And you sit there from the second that you get out of bed. Hey, I thank you for the bed that I slept in, for the blanket that kept me warm, for the AC that, that kept you cool or whatever. Or, I'm saying, the fan that was on, electricity, the fact that you have a roof over your head, clothes on your back, that you have a job to go to in the morning, or you don't have to work anymore. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? And you're working on a different magnitude, on a different level. And you're an online entrepreneur. That's boom. You're doing things on a different magnitude. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter, because everybody's situation is different, but it's about putting these things into practice and how they can change your character. They'll change your morale. They'll change your perspective. It'll change your energy. It'll change how you view people, places, situations, circumstances. You'll begin to see the positive in everything. You'll begin to notice, things that you never noticed before. You'll begin to stop and appreciate things that you've never appreciated before. You might actually stop and smell the flowers in a day. When a normal day, you would have just been hustling and bustling and having anxiety and going about your day like, I have to hurry up and do this and I have to. No, but instead of doing that, maybe you notice something to the side and you go, oh, wow, these are really beautiful. You took a picture, or you stop and you complimented the beauty in a tree or the beauty in a flower or the beauty in how good grass was cut maybe, or the patterns in the grass. There's all kinds of, I'm just kind of making up stuff on the fly that as far as giving you guys examples for that, man. But, and then you'll begin to see how the beauty is in perspective of life, and that's when you achieve the abundance. We're all living this life, no matter, but like, I put it that, like, I love this example. They used to tell this to me when I was younger. They go, well, you Julio, you want a fancy car, right? And I go, yeah. Like 18, 19 years old. And I was driving a little bucket my dad, bought me for $500. You know what I'm saying? And they'll go, well, you want a Mercedes one day? And at the time I was kind of like, yeah. Now I don't even want a Mercedes. My dream car is a different vehicle now. But, back then it was like, a popular vehicle, blah, blah, blah. So I say, yeah, I want that. And they'll go, well, how do you treat your car? And then you go in my car and you might see, dirt in my car, or not in my car is dirty, or, I have stuff in my car, maybe food I purchased while I'm driving, and they're like, well, do you treat that vehicle that you currently have like it's a Mercedes? I'm like, no. Why not? Well, it's not a Mercedes. It's an Oldsmobile Cutlass Supreme, 76. Really? I said, so you want to be blessed with something greater, but what you currently have right now, you're treating like it's garbage. And that's something that kind of hit home, made me change my perspective on something like that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and we can look, you want the blessings of life. You want the greatness that life has to offer, right? And in your eyes, you haven't obtained those things yet, because in a lot of our eyes, a lot of those things consist of worldly possessions, right? So we haven't obtained those things, or whether we're trying to obtain the most amount of money so we can quit our jobs, or X amount of money so we can buy this and buy that, and buy this car, buy this house, buy all the things that life has to offer us, so to speak. Get a Tesla, whatever, but you're not, you're not like, putting your best foot forward in life. You're not putting, so how are you going to ever obtain those things? You know what I'm saying? And you have them, and then what? You know what I'm saying? Like, I lost my train of thought here because of traffic.
But just living life, period. It's not about all the material things.
The car analogy, yeah. I'm just saying, well, how can you ever? There you go. Now I'm back on track. So how can we ever expect to be blessed with the more that life has to offer if we're not appreciating the abundance in today? If we're not appreciating the abundance and what we're currently at in life, you know what I'm saying? Like, how can we? Yes, it's great to get those things, but what if you never get them? What if you never obtain, that car, that house? Will you be happy with life? Will you say, hey, I still had a fruitful life? Will you say I lived life to the fullest? Could you and would you be able to say that I still gave it my best? I still enjoyed life and had the abundance where I practiced the best out of every experience? Thomas was referencing that he had the opportunity to go and spend some time with his son yesterday. That's the fruitfulness of life. He busted his ass so he can enjoy moments like that. You know what I'm saying? He busted his butt so he can enjoy moments like that in life. He deserves to boast a little bit about that. He deserves to pat himself on the back to say, hey, I've obtained this, and guess what, ladies and gentlemen, I've earned this. You know what I'm saying? That I've earned this luxury in life where I can do such a thing. So like, if we could all get to that place, like, what if we never get the abundance? Those monetary things, are you still going to have a life where you said, I still live the life of enjoyment? I still lived my best, I still enjoyed life and I lived that life where, I appreciated things and I looked at stuff from a different, and I lived the best life to the fullest. Can you still say that?
Now, one thing I want to say on that, now we talk about abundance. When he's talking about abundance, it's not the big house. It's not the big fancy cars. It's not the nice suits. The abundance that I have put in my life, I don't need any of that.
Right.
My home, I just need a roof. Doesn't matter where it's at. Where I lay my head at night, that's home. Where my heart is at, that's home. Now, all the extras that we do have, with the nice cars, the motorcycles, the toys, the boat, those are just material things that could be gone tomorrow. And guess what? I will still have a smile on my face because I just know it's just a possession. It's just something that can be bought because there's thousands of them being made down in the assembly line every day. But there's one thing that is not being made. That's dirt and time. Those two things I cannot purchase, to be remade.
Well, Thomas, we always reference it, or a lot of our community references that all the time is a lot of the famous speakers. A person like Robin Williams, who made us all laugh. He made us all stop and enjoy life for a second in the way he looked at life and in his humor. Yet he didn't have true abundance in here. I mean, so how many movies did he make? He could have probably went around the world however many times he felt like it. He could have probably went and bought whatever the hell he wanted to go buy. He probably could have went and done just about anything he wanted to do. Anything. And he ended his own life because he wasn't enjoying. He wasn't happy here. You need to get to a place of true abundance. So you're living like that. And it all starts with mindset. It all starts with how you present yourself in the day. It all starts with affirmation. It all starts with perspective. It all starts with, hey, I'm going to change. I'm not in competition with anybody else. I'm going to continue to change the person that I'm looking in the mirror and notice myself, grow, sharpen myself, become better, change my perspective by practicing positivity, change my perspective by getting more focused, being intentional about what Thomas just stated. Time, hello, you can't get it back. You can't. So, and time ain't even promised for us tomorrow. So why aren't we living every single day to the best of our ability? Tomorrow's not promised for near one of us. Nobody here. Nobody, baby. Nobody. Okay?
And then actually, if you look at it, those that are in a vehicle, that's probably anywhere from 1,200 to 2,000 pound vehicle that people take for granted on a day-to-day basis of how close you come to death every day. How many people are on their cell phones, not paying attention and driving down the road, and then all of a sudden smack ass into the end of a 18-wheeler or hit somebody out on a red light and then ended a life, all because you weren't paying attention to what your focus where it needed to be. So just know that we here on this earth, we take a lot of things for granted that we do just willy-nilly out of every day. This is just habit. I get in this car, I crank it up, and I drive down the road. I'm going to ask, did you go around the car to make sure all 4 tires were full of air? Is your windshield clear so you can see out the front? Can you see out your side mirrors so you know what's coming beside you or behind you? Those things right there are little practices that we take for granted that people don't even do daily. You just take it for granted. Just, it's going to be there. Oh, I got clothes in the closet. They're going to be there. Oh, I got electricity. It's always going to be there. The little things in life that we take for granted, we need to now start understanding and harness them. That's what we come in here each day to talk to you guys about. Start understanding the practices that you need to do to start loving you more and appreciating the things that you truly have within life. The physical abilities that you have today to be on here to see, to be able to hear, and be able to understand and receive some of the words that we're saying. Don't take those eyes for granted. They're not going to always be perfect. We know they're going to physically break down as we get older. Don't take advantage of that physical body doing things that, hey, hold my beer and watch this. Guess what? Those things could end you up to where you don't have those physical abilities anymore. So, being crazy and adventurous and trying to make other people laugh, might want to rethink that before you do it sometimes. Before you end up with that broke collarbone, ribs, spine displacement, neck broke, you name it. So being wild and crazy, yeah, that was fun. But just know that we don't have to do that to entertain others. If you're going to do it for you, But other than that, we're not here to, we're here to make us. We're here to fill our cups up first in life. Then we can go out and bring smiles and happiness and love. But like he said, we've had too many people in this world take their own lives because they weren't truly full within their own heart. Accomplished all kinds of things, but yet truly didn't receive the love back that they were looking for. We here let everybody know that we love each and every one of you. My messenger is always on if you need someone to talk to. If you needed someone to bend an ear about situations that are going on how to get different perspectives, all you have to do is reach out. These faces that you see and hear will assist. Now, are we going to do it for you? No, we can't. You're the one that has to put the power words to you. All we can do is inspire you to do more. We can give you different ways that we have done it, different processes of what we do on a day-to-day basis. And we want everybody to know that you're not alone within any journey that you're going through within life, because I promise you there's 7 billion people on this earth that may have, or if not, going through whatever you're going through. So you're not alone. We've had people in darkness, been there. We've had people in depression, been there. We have people with suicidal tendencies, we've been there. We understand all of that is something that everybody goes through within life because something didn't happen exactly like you thought it should.
We understand life happens.
Life happens. And we're here to show you how we shifted our life from the darkness, from the depression, from the suicidal tendencies, from just not wanting life. Now we're here, we're moving forward, and we're making it happen, and we're showing others that they are the light. Turn it on. Let it shine. Let it beam like a beacon you see in Hollywood, showing right there at the beacons that, it's shining that light straight up. Guess what? That light comes from within you too. Let it shine. Be the power. It's been an awesome morning, guys. A lot of words, a lot of things. I hope you was able to receive some of it today. And if you weren't, and if you didn't grasp all of it right there at first, guess what? The replay is on YouTube channel on Thomas Lee Warden. All you have to do is go there, subscribe, and you'll see these every morning. And you can go back and watch these over and over and over again each time, because there's different messages that are given out each day that could bring something new to your life. And if you go in and listen to it, then you will start to grasp it. Then you will start to understand what we're talking about. Then guess what? Your heart is opening up to receive. And then once your heart opens up to truly receive our words and our messages each day, your life will start shifting, because you're going to start doing more for you. And those words and that power will start building each day. So we wrap up with affirmations, things that we would like for you to start doing within your own life as well. You can do them all throughout the day under your breath, or write them down on a pen. It doesn't matter. But these words that Shannon brings out each day is something that we all do within our own practice that helps us and assists us as well. So Ms. Shannon, go ahead and wrap us up.
Morning, everybody. I invest my energy in the present moment. I am prepared to work and succeed on merit. The world owes me nothing. I expend mental energy wisely and avoid unproductive thoughts. I will replace negative thoughts with productive thoughts. I understand and tolerate discomfort and accept my feelings without being controlled by them. I will reflect on my progress every day. Where am I going? What have I achieved?
Where am I going? And what have I achieved? And then what is the emotion at the end of that she's achieving? Put the emotion to the end of it. What's going to make you happy on that outcome that you're looking for? That's going to bring that smile and that pitter part to your heart. Say, you know what? Hey, I can go get me an ice cream cone because I just accomplished something great within my life today. Go treat yourself if you do accomplish a goal. I love and appreciate you all, guys. We'll see y'all tomorrow.